Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Bubsy 3D. So how about we dive right in? So yes, this is the underwater level, and there's good and bad points on both sides really. I mean, good point is that there is basically nothing to stop you. So you want to start by going this way. I'm just going to say, if you are playing along with me, just go the way I go, because it's going to be really hard to explain the underwater levels. Because they're like big open areas, which is nice, because it does make you feel like you're in an ocean. But the draw distance is kind of terrible, which you will see quite a lot, and you'll understand later. So let's just avoid... Oh god, I'm going to get hit by the dogfish. Don't hit me, please. And I'll explain about the dogfish and all the other underwater enemies, because they are bullshit. So yeah, behind the dogfish here is a switch which will activate a turbine, and you can't go over the mountains, because every time you go to the surface you will get, dropped down by these sprinkly things. I do not know what they are. It's just like this air pressure, water pressure, I don't know. So yeah, that'll activate a turbine for much later in the level, like near the end where the second rocket is. And after that, you just need to go back. So let's talk about the underwater levels. So they're big and sweeping, and as you can see, the enemy tried to shoot at me there, but they'll never hit you. Like, the woolies will never hit you. It's more the dogfish, which I believe is called... What is the dogfish called? Sparky, is it? No, Sparky is the electric thing. I'm pretty sure the dogfish has a name. But yeah, the dogfish and Ripper the starfish are the most bullshit enemies ever, because you will never, ever hit them before they hit you. And most of the time you don't even know they're there, or if you do, they'll just come at you in a bolt of lightning and you're going to get hit, and it's just like, argh! Speaking of which, there's Ripper down there. Please stay away from me. I'll just cling to this wall. So yeah, your main goal for now is just to follow the arrows. And yeah, as you can see, this is what I like about the underwater levels. They're big and sweeping, and it does make you feel like you're actually diving in a deep depths ocean. But, as you can see, there is a very poor draw distance. And it's like, sometimes you won't see the arrow, and it's like, where do I go? I'm going round in circles, where do I go? But that'll probably become a lot more to light, I guess. You'll see it a lot more later when we get one of the rockets and we'll be going round in circles, because you do have to go round in circles for the second rocket. And the last enemy in the underwater level are these jingle worms. I believe you can't kill them. Never mind. And apparently a bubble hurts me just by like rising up in a bubble. But yeah, so we're gonna avoid the jingle worms. And down here is an air capsule, which always gives you like 100 air. I don't know why it gives you 100 air. It kind of makes the game too easy, but that's fine. So we're just going to cling to the right wall to try and avoid Poochie, or whatever his name is. I'll look that up for the next underwater level, and I'll tell you what the dogfish's name actually is. And your first rocket is also on the right wall, so clinging to the right wall is the best thing. And you see where that dogfish was? Just there, there's the rocket. It's nice and easy and out in the open. So all we gotta do is swim past Poochie. Oh, he's gonna get me. I think I'm too far. Okay, well I've got past him. You'll see like how bullshit the dogfish and the starfish are. You see that? You see, how was I supposed to defend from that? They just come for you at an impossible speed. So, yeah, that is half of the level done though. So we're gonna get our asses over through this canyon to the next rocket, and this will be where that switch comes into play. So if you hadn't hit that switch, then shame on you, because you're gonna need to. So we're gonna go low and try and avoid the dogfish here. I have to say, I do like the dogfish's collars. It's kind of like a... Oh god, stay away from me, please. I can't defend from that. It's just too fast. I'm just going to speed past him. If you press triangle, you can do like that charge dash thing, which is useful to kill enemies. I will demonstrate on this guy here, and that's how useful it is. So, clever me, I just wasted a load of my air, because it does waste like 10 or 20 of your air. And now we're going to do the awkward bit. So the rocket is behind this wall, You have to hold square, you know, to shoot the atom, but trying to do it underwater, believe me, that was harder than it looks. But yeah, going back to the dogfish, I do like how the dogfish has, or every single dogfish has that little black collar on it. It's kind of like how in England, every single swan is owned by the queen, and it's kind of like, at birth, I can imagine like the queens of Rayon saying, at birth, every single dogfish shall have a nice little black collar on it to say that it's owned by us. We are the queens of Rayon and we own every dogfish in the ocean, just like how the Queen of England owns every swan. We looked down upon the earth, and there's the second rocket from going through that turbine. By the way, if you didn't hit the switch, the turbine would be pushing you away instead of sucking you in. Yeah, it's just like, we looked down at Earth from our giant telescope, and we saw that the Queen actually owns all the swans, and we thought that is a good idea to own like every single animal of one species in the world. So we choose the dogfish because the dogfish are just adorable. It's a puppy and it swims underwater, and I died. So we're just going to let the animation kill Bubsy by a deep sea chest, even though I got killed by a dogfish. So he should be eaten or disemboweled, but that wouldn't be kid friendly now, and Ripper just did his bullshit attack. And yeah, so we will continue. What I do like though is how the game does save. This is one prop I will give to the game, one good thing, it does save like all of the things you've done before you die. So as you can see, the wall is still destroyed, and the dogfish that we took out won't be there, which is nice. Like, the dogfish is continuously now dead and they won't come back until we exit the level. So like, even if you didn't get a checkpoint, it still saves what you've done. That is a nice feature, and that's probably the one positive I can give to the game. Well, there's a few positives I can give to the game, but that's the biggest positive. One of the Queen's dogfishes did just kill me. No, it didn't kill me. It still did its bullshit attack. So I think the best idea is to just like charge for this rocket and then drop down and charge a little bit more to get away. We did it. And we won't be able to go that way yet. We need to turn, because you see that turbine, that will push us away. So we need to hit this switch behind us to make it suck us in and make us, you know, poop us out at the other part of the level. So we'll just do that. Turbine! There should be like, if you've ever played Skylanders, there should be like some epic guy saying turbine when you hit switches or when you kill a boss. Like when on Skylanders, when you beat a challenge or you do something amazing, it's just like, even if it's just something really stupid like getting a key, there's just this big epic booming voice going, "You have revealed a key!" So I just wish that was in Bubsy, like, you just press the turbine button, it's like, turbine! Boss defeated! That would be awesome. And I don't think we need air, I think we can make it back in 80 seconds. If we do, there's like loads of air capsules on the way. You are never not going to have enough air. So once you get pooped out by the turbine, you're basically back at the start of the level, which I kind of detest about this level, but it's fine, it's fine. We can deal with it. So this is the start of the level. So you just got to find an arrow and go back now. So we have found an arrow, and that's what I said about the draw distance. Sometimes you'll get into a big open area like that, and you'll be like, where do I go? It's just a big sweeping area. I can't find an arrow. Look at how void it is because of the poor draw distance. But we have found an arrow, and we are now just heading to the exit with both rockets in tow. We may die, because I know I've got 0 hit points from the dogfish, but that's fine. There's a checkpoint, so that's going to be helpful. At least we won't have to start like right back at the beginning of the level. I suppose I could have just died actually, and then gone back to the gate, and that would have took us closer to the end of the level, but I guess it's kind of null and void point right now. Ripper, please don't kill me. I'm going to try and cling to the wall. He's going to get me. Oh, no, he's not. I'm amazed. I'm amazed. Well, yeah, do you remember this place? This is where I tried to charge at the Jingle Worm. So we have gone in a complete circle. I just noticed their eyes, like, turn vicious yellow when you go near them. Like, we're going to get you, even though we're, like, welded to the ground. Dogfish, please go away. And I did grab the air. So it's just... And look, there's another air tank, like, right in front of me. So... you are never not going to run out of air in the underwater levels. Even in like the really late underwater levels, they just continuously fill your air. I guess they thought that you are going to charge into every single enemy and waste your air with the charge attack, but I guess not. Don't go up there, that's just where the rocket was. It looks slightly different, but that was where the first rocket was. So we're going to grab that. You know what? I'm going to try and sneak past it. I'm going to be ballsy and risk it. Ripper, please do not come for me. That's a good starfish. And we are now back at the gate where we destroyed that wall with the atom. So instead of going right this time to get the rocket, we're just going to go left because that's where the end is. So we're just going to turn left, we're going to make sure we avoid that woolly shot. And the end is where that piece of metal on the floor is, of this giant pyramid. You can't see it, but it's there, just trust me. The draw distance is a bit what's the name. We've just got one more dogfish to avoid. He is swimming right in front of the arena. Well, he's not going to get me now, he's way far away. Come on, you were way far away! There's no... Oh my god, you couldn't let me get away with it, could you, dogfish? Couldn't let me get away with it. Ugh. But there you go, that is the end once again. There is the password if you're playing along, because there is no save feature. I don't know why I keep saying that, because you've probably heard me say it a million times. But if you are a new viewer, there is no save feature in this game, so I advise you to write down the password if you are playing along at home. And I'm sorry, Bubsy, that actually looks like it hurt a lot, even though you are a cartoon cat. So Bubsy is now going to get over his concussion, and we are going to see what two rocket pieces we got. Loading screens. Come on. Come on, Bubsy. Load. Alright, we got the last part of the engine, so we have now completely finished the thruster thing, and we have now started on the actual main body of the rocket, so that is nice. So in the next part, we will finish the last of the easy levels. So that will be all the easy levels complete, and we'll be on to the medium section. So in the next episode, we will finish the last of the easy levels, which will be... Give it a second to load. Oh my god, it's taking forever to load. I can't press anything. There we go. So it's loading. I'm sorry about the loading screens. I suppose I could have cut them out. I guess I will start cutting them out. I'm not going to do it on this episode, but we will see you in Dome Sweet Dome. And what the fuck is wrong with Bubsy's face there? Look at it. It's like a dick face. So see you then.